Hello students, welcome back to Varanda Race Institute. The link which you accessed before, sorry for the technical glitch. ತಂತ್ರದಿಂದ ಆಗಿದ ಅಡಚಣೆಗೆ ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಇರಲಿ. ಇದು ಹೊಸ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ. So welcome back to Varanda Race Institute. Here at Varanda Race Institute, we provide coaching for the competitive exams such as PC, PSI, FDA SDA, VAO, PDO, Group C and banking examinations as well. Students and KPSC students, please note down. KPSC students, at Varanda Race Institute, we are conducting 5 months classroom coaching session. For those students who want to appear for KPSC examination, we are conducting 5 months classroom coaching for them. It's in the orientation stage. The link will be in the description. Please follow it. Do register for it. And you also have scholarship scheme. You have scholarship up to 15,000 rupees. Please note down. Scholarship up to 15,000 rupees and also discount on fees as well. So if you are KPSC aspirant looking forward for classroom coaching in Bengaluru, you can contact us. The link will be in the description. Also you can dial us and inquire about it. Having said that, students, today's topic So students, today's topic, today we are going to learn about Article 15 and Article 16. ಭಾರತ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15 ಹಾಗೂ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 16 ಏನಿದೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಮತ್ತು ಉದ್ಯೋಗಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಎರಡು ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ರೋಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 16 ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15 and Article 16 very important. It talks about reservations regarding in education institution and reservation in the public sector or private sector entities for job aspirants. So I hope you are following the new video link. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಹಳೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಹೊಸ ಲೈವ್ದು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. I'll wait for 2-3 minutes, ma'am, because there's no one here. Students, those who have joined this new live video, please comment, let me know. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಹಳೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅದು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಗ್ಲಿಚ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹೊಸ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಅಲ್ಲೂ KSP ಸರ್ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ? ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್. Comment something so that I'll know your presence and we can start with today's class. Oh, Priya ma'am, hi ma'am. Okay, hi. Okay, finally I got one comment. Priya ma'am, I hope other students also. Okay, Nitish Paul, hi sir. Okay, Jyoti ma'am, hi ma'am. Jyoti ma'am, sorry for the technical glitch. The previous live video link has been deleted and this new video link has been created. Tell all your friends, Jyoti ma'am, to join here. Hale link available illa. So today's topic we are going to learn about Article 15, Article 16 of Indian Constitution. ಭಾರತ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15 ಹಾಗೂ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 16 ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. So let's start today's class. Muttu, hi sir. Hi Muttu sir. So I already told about KPSC batch which is happening in Varanda Race Institute, 5 months classroom coaching which is already started. I mean, the classes are not started, the orientation has started, so people can join as soon as possible. The link will be in the description. And also there is webinar which is going to be conducted on Saturday. Live webinar on Saturday 14th of June 2025 through Zoom by our dedicated mentor Ashwini ma'am. Ashwini ma'am will going to explain especially to KPSC students, SSC students, banking students and railway students ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಯಾವ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಗಳು ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿವೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಸೂಕ್ತ ಮತ್ತು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಸೂಕ್ತ, ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈವ್ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ಬೆಟರ್ ವಿಷನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅವರ್ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಮೆಂಟರ್. ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಯು ಟು ಗೈಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ವಿಚ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಲಿಂಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್. Do follow it. So having said that, we are starting our today's class. Upon time. Hello sir. Hello. Good evening. Ria ma'am. Good evening ma'am. Good evening. Okay, we are starting with today's class. Article 15. Very important. Article 15. Article 15 in India, it's very important because in India there is diverse population. There are different communities of people, different caste, different religion, different genders. Too much diversity in a person, whether it's male or female, all over India, too much diversity. So Article 15 is very important because Article 15 prohibits the discrimination. Article 15 prohibits the discrimination based on only on religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth. Only on these 5 terms. Please remember only these 5 terms. The statement talks clearly, statement clear ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. Article 15 prohibits discrimination on grounds only on religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Meaning, is prohibition other than these 5 terms allowed? Yes sir. Yes, that is a loophole. That is a loophole which I would like to call it as a loophole in our constitution. Article 15 only talks about prohibition of discrimination only on religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth, whereas it means discrimination on other terms is allowed. Example, disability. Physically handicapped or specially abled people. You have seen hundreds of examples. Very good example I will give you. I don't remember the name of that person, but it has happened, is it? One handicapped, specially disabled person. Sorry, we don't call them handicapped. The term which is used is specially abled person, because the word handicap is nowhere used in the recent time. They are called as specially abled people. So this one particular specially abled person has cleared UPSC civil services. He has also secured IAS post, but the IAS service was not allocated to her for almost 10 years. She fought like anything with the government just because she is specially abled, meaning she is sitting on the wheelchair. She is not able to walk, she is not able to stand. She is sitting on the wheelchair and she moves only on the wheelchair. Just because of that, even after clearing UPSC civil services, even after 10 years, she didn't get service allocated. Meaning, in our constitution only there is a loophole telling anyone, government or private, any people, they can discriminate based on disability. Example, very small, even we can say very simple example. So if Bhandav, see, I can walk, there is no disability in me, I am not specially able, I have everything good condition, body, everything. Now other person, maybe they are specially able, maybe they are dumb, they are deaf or they can't walk, something like that. So when both of us apply for a job, whether it's in government or private, obviously what will you think will happen? Will they choose me over him or will they choose him over me? Please tell me. So it's 100% that they are going to discriminate a person based on disability, and the discrimination is allowed because in constitution there is nowhere mentioned that discrimination is prohibited based on disability. Understanding? Only 5 terms. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬರೀ religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth. Only on these 5 terms prohibition is permitted. Prohibition is not permitted. Sorry, prohibition is not discrimination is prohibited only on these 5 terms, whereas discrimination is not prohibited other terms like disability. So we'll see what are the provisions. What are the provisions of Article 15? Access to shops, public restaurants and places of public entertainment. The discrimination is prohibited here. That too only by state. What do you mean by state? State means our Indian government. Basically, So under Article 15, state cannot discriminate a person for accessing shop, public restaurant, place of birth, place of public entertainment. What does it mean is, if a state means there is some government owned restaurants, example, we have seen in Karnataka or in wherever your state is, there will be state run restaurant. For example, in Karnataka there is KSTDC, Karnataka State Transport the Department Corporation, KSTDC. They will be having restaurants in tourist places. Karnataka government, that restaurant is government owned. There government can't discriminate. Government can't discriminate on these terms: religion, race, caste, sex or place, telling that you are not allowed inside the restaurant, I will not give you food. And also places of public entertainment. If government has opened any theatre, if government has opened any film theatre, government cannot discriminate any person based on these terms, telling you cannot enter the theatre, you cannot come inside because you are female or because you are male or you are rich, poor, like that. Government can't do it, but private can't do it. Private can do it. Please note down. Ria, good example. Thank you, ma'am. But private can do it. Under Article 15, under when someone wants to enter the shops or public restaurants or places of public entertainment, here private people, they can discriminate. If Bhandav owns film theatre, I can discriminate. It's up to me. I can allow whoever I want. I can allow only male, only female, only rich, only poor, like that. But state cannot, Indian government cannot discriminate like that. If I have a restaurant, Bandav has opened restaurant, Bandav has opened film theatre, okay, Bandav has opened some shop, ration shop, I can discriminate, but state cannot discriminate here. Whatever state is owning and running, state cannot discriminate any person based on religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth. Bhandav being a private person, privately owned, I can discriminate. But whereas second provision, if we see, the use of tanks, bathing ghats, roads and places of public resort maintained by state funds for public use. As the statement is very clear, what statement B, which you are able to see only half in the screen, I will tell you. What statement B talks about is, whatever those properties maintained by state funds. Road is not owned by Bhandav. Naan katsillala road na. Road is constructed by BBMP in Bangalore, that too using public funds. Road is built by government. Drinking water facility by government. Bus stand government. Footpath government. All those things are maintained. Parks government. So all those things are not maintained by any private person like me. They are maintained by government using public funds. In those places, both state and private person cannot discriminate. Understanding? In first point only state cannot discriminate, but private person can discriminate. Private person restaurant, private person shop, private person theatre. If you want to enter it, he can discriminate to you. But government owned shop, government owned theatre, government owned restaurant, state cannot discriminate you. Whereas second point tells you, whatever properties maintained by state, maintained by government using public funds for the use of public, like road, drinking water, water tank, bathing ghats, all these properties used by general public, they're even private. Even I can't go and tell, hey, this road, you don't come in this road. I can't tell that, because road is built by government for use of people, for everyone, not only for me, especially for me. Understanding? This is the second provision. So question, Article 15 of the Indian Constitution prohibits the state from discrimination against any citizen on grounds only of what? I told you, you have to keep 5 terms na ನೀವು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. What are those terms? Whether it is religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth or residence. Whether it is religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth, or religion, race, caste, sex, descent or place of birth, or religion, race, caste, sex, language or place of birth. Which among those 5 terms or 4 terms which you learned in Article 15? ಇವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ನಾನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Discrimination is prohibited only on those terms. Other than that, discrimination is not prohibited. You can discriminate. Example, disability, specially able person. So what is the answer for this question? Ria ma'am is telling A. So Jyoti ma'am is telling B, and others, what about others? Muttu, answer ಹೇಳಿ ಮುತ್ತು. ನಿತೀಶ್ ಪೋಲ್, ಸಿದ್ದು ಅವರೇ, ಪವನ್ ಎಂ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ, ನೈಸ್ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಪವನ್ ಎಂ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ. ಸೊ ರಿಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ರಿಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ಪು ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಸರ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ. ಶಿವು ನಂದಿ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಅಯ್ಯೋ, ವೈ ಆರ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್? ಏನು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಹೇಳಿ? Let's go back to previous slide. The correct answer is option B. The first option, I'll tell you. Let's go back. See, there is religion, there is religion, there is race, there is caste, there is sex, there is place of birth. Does it have residence? You are telling option A. Option A, you are telling residence is also there, sir, under Article 15. Now see, do you see residence somewhere here? I told you, exactly remember 5 terms: race, caste, sex, religion and place of birth. Why are you getting confused? Jyoti ma'am, first to B ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಟರ್ನ್ ಆದ್ರಿ? ಪೂಜಾ ಬೂಮ್ಲಾ, ಹಾಯ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಅಪ್ಪು ಪಾಟೀಲ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ಸರ್? ಅಪ್ಪು ಪಾಟೀಲ್, ರಿಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸ್, ನೋ ರಿಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಫಾರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15, residence is not one of those terms on which discrimination is prohibited. That is Jyoti, that is for Article 16. In Article 16, the discrimination is prohibited based on religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth or residence. This is for Article 16, which we'll be learning next. This is Article 16. This first point, which has 6 terms. Simple Riya ma'am or Jyoti ma'am, don't get confused. Appu Patil avare nodi, don't get confused. Simple. Article 16, the number 6 means there are 6 terms: religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, residence. There are 6 terms. Okay, or you can use this or as comma also. There are 6 terms. Whereas in Article 15 there are only 5 terms. Article 15, number 5, 1 5, number 5, 5 terms: religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth. Understanding? Jyoti ma'am, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? Riya ma'am, don't get confused. Under Article 15 there are only 5 terms based on which discrimination is prohibited. Under Article 16 there are 6 terms based on which discrimination is prohibited. Understanding? Okay. So I told you, Article 15, under Article 15, it is prohibited discrimination on religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth. So, but there are some exceptions. There are some exceptions. What are those exceptions? You are seeing this mother and child. Exception is, state is permitted to make any special provision for women and children. Obviously, in this male dominated society, where will our women and children go? Obviously, for them some provision has to be given in the constitution. ಸಂವಿಧಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗಂತನೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಯ್ದೆಗಳು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ, ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ. So state is permitted to make any special provision regarding women and children. That is first exemption under Article 15. Though Article 15 tells there is no discrimination should be made based on religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth, there are some exceptions because of our women and children. State can make special provision for them. And second point, reservation for socially and educationally backward classes. That who are socially educational backward classes? Like SC, STs, OBCs, regarding their admission into the educational institution. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ನೋ, ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ? ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತೊಗೊತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ, ನೀವು SC ನ ST ನ ಜನರಲ್ OBC ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ಫೀಸ್ ಕನ್ಸೆಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೋಟಾ ಸೀಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂತು? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್. These are some of the exceptions under Article 15. Very important. Through this only you are getting seats in education institution. The amendments made because of these exceptions given in the constitution. If there is no such exception, if this exception was not there, then there was no discount of fees for SC ST students. There was no special provision for women and children. All are treated equal. Will it be okay if all are treated equal? Bhandav and another some specially able person, or Bhandav and another women or children, are we both same? No, right? So exception is very much required. You can't treat everyone equally. You can treat based on the merit what they possess. So exception is very important. Here there are exceptions under Article 15 that state can anytime give special provision in terms of women and children, and also state can make reservation in educational institutions especially for socially and educationally backward classes. What are those socially and educationally backward classes? SCs, STs, OBCs, and now we also have economically weaker sections, EWS also. So these are some of the exceptions. Understanding? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಶಿವನಂದಿ. ಎಸ್ ಸರ್ ಶಿವನಂದಿ. ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. And also third point which I was talking, right, reservation of 10% in addition to the existing reservation. This is for EWS, right? Economically weaker section. ಅವರಿಗೆ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ 10% ರಿಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಯಿತು. So these are the exceptions. Only 3 exceptions for women and children, first exception. For SC, STs and OBCs, second exception. For EWS, economically weaker section, third exception. Only 3 exceptions under Article 15. Okay. Now, famous commission, Mandal Commission. All those people, all those students belonging to socially and educationally backward classes, SC, STs, all those people, OBCs, all those people, you have to thank this person, Mandal sir. Because it is the Mandal Commission which was formed in 1979 by Morarji Desai government. The Mandal Commission, today whatever reservation, that is 27% for OBC, for SC, ST, all these reservations were recommended by Mandal Commission. So Mandal Commission in 1979, Morarji Desai will be the Prime Minister. Morarji Desai will be the Prime Minister in the year 1979. He constituted second Backward Classes Commission. Now students, please mind it. ಶಿವನಂದಿ 102nd ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಮೆಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, 103rd ಅದು. ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ. ಶಿವನಂದಿ ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್. 102nd ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಮೆಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, 103rd ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಮೆಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 2019. So I'll come there. So first let's learn about what happened. Mandal Commission. What Mandal Commission is? What happened? What is Mandal Commission? Students, in India, president, keep it in mind, not Prime Minister or not any Supreme Court judge. It is the president under Article 340. Very important students who are belonging to socially and educationally backward classes. For you it is very important. If someone asks you why it is important, please tell them President under Article 340 has the power to constitute a backward class commission to inquiry about how backward classes people are performing in today's India. Are you understanding? Article 340 gives power, Article 340 empowers the president to form a backward class commission. President can appoint any retired Supreme Court judge or Chief Justice of India or any legal person. So president can appoint him as a chairman of a backward class commission. Now why this backward class commission is formed? Because to find out how backward classes people are performing in India. Are they getting exploited by the rich people? Are they performing well in this economy? Are they poor? Are they rich? Are they getting good education? To know about it, only president has the power. So in 1979, during Morarji Desai government, meaning when Morarji Desai government was prime minister during the 1979, the then president formed the second backward classes commission, which is called as Mandal Commission. Understanding? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಮಂಡಲ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಮುಂಚೆ ಒಂದು ಆಗಿರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ? ಎಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, in 1979 second backward commission was formed, that is Mandal Commission. The name of this person is BP Mandal. He was the chairman. First backward classes commission was formed in 1953. Chairman was Kaka Kalelkar. First backward classes commission 1953 and the chairman was Kaka Kalekar. ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದು. Lot of you, this since BP Mandal commission is very popular, polity students tend to ignore the first backward classes commission. Mandal commission was the second backward classes commission which was formed in the 1979, but in 1953 only Kaka Kalekar will be the chairman of first backward classes commission. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇದನ್ನ. Yes, Jyoti ma'am, Kaka Kalekar. Yes. So who has the right to constitute a backward classes commission? President has the right under Article 340 to constitute a backward classes commission to inquire how backward classes people are performing in India or how they are living in India. So in 1979 second backward classes commission under BP Mandal sir chairmanship it was formed. And what did BP Mandal sir found out? What did he found out? He gave a report telling that there are more than 3743 caste. Just imagine 3743 caste ಗಳಿರ್ತಂತೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ. Just imagine so many caste. It is all because of subcaste. If you belong to one caste, under that caste there will be subcaste, thousands of subcaste. First of all, religion comes. Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jain, Parsi, Sikh, religion comes. Under religion, caste comes. Under caste, there are thousands of subcastes. In SC, there are thousands of sub-bases. They tell, no sir, in SC also, I am above them. They are below me. In normal, general also, they say, I am above them. There also subcastes are happening. Such a unfortunate, such a bad fate we are living in today's era, students. We have to correct it. Younger generations, today, the boundary, the caste, all this boundary, it is fading. In Bangalore or in any urban, you are not asking anyone caste and then telling them, oh, if you want to appoint someone as a house help, you are not asking them caste. To appoint someone as watchman to your house, you are not asking their caste, right? I mean, in the younger generations, all this caste community is fading. It has to fade. We have to forget all this caste, everything, because I mean, we'll see how it is. So what I was telling of, there is thousands of subcaste under caste. So because of that, during 1979 only, BP Mandal sir found out that there are 3743 caste were there, which was socially and educationally backward, which was other than SC and ST. Just imagine, in 1979, out of 100% in 1979, 52% belong to socially and educationally backward classes. Remaining for this 52% is other than SC and ST. So 52% belong to OBC in 1979. So maybe SC and ST population was another, maybe rough estimate 30%, and another 18% belong to general category. So this was the fate in 1979. 1979 ಎರಡನೇ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಏನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ 3774 ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ಗಳಿರ್ತವೆ which belong to socially and educationally backward classes, that is OBC classes. Other than SC and ST, OBC classes only constituted 52% of the population. Then remaining 48% population constituted SC, ST, general category. This was our fate. So let's see what are the recommendations. So this was the report which was founded. Backward Commission, second Backward Commission, Mandal Commission form ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿತಾರೆ 3743 ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ಗಳಿದೆ which belong to OBC. So what are the recommendations made for them? We'll be seeing. Before that, let's solve another question. So which of the following is an exception to the general rule of non-discrimination under Article 15? Which of the following is an exception to the general rule of non-discrimination under? So we learned about provision. First question was about provision. This question is about exception. We learned 3 exceptions, right? Please answer now. First, the state can make special provisions for the advancement of any socially and educationally backward classes of citizens. Option B. Option B, the state can make special provisions for admissions to private educational institution. Option C, the state can make laws based on the person's religion affiliation for public employment. Option D, the state can discriminate based on residence for certain government posts. What is the right answer? Just now we learned. What is the exception? Under Article 15, there are 3 exceptions. I told you in our previous slide. The 3 exceptions are: state can anytime make special provision for women and children. A state can make reservation for OBC, SC, STs in educational institution or in terms of employment. And option C, exception third was 10% reservation for economically weaker section. That were the only 3 exemptions over there. Now this question is also talking about what is that one exception among 4, which exception is correct. Come on, Riya ma'am. Jagadevi Basanagondi. Riya ma'am, option B. Why ma'am? Why do you think option B? Option B is talking about private educational institution. Riya ma'am, please see first option also. First option, very lengthy option, and it is talking about something. First option, state can make special provisions for advancement of any socially and educationally backward classes of citizen. If you compare option A and option B, Riya ma'am, with which option will you go? ಹೇಳ್ರಪ್ಪ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾಲೆಜೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15 ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನಾಲೆಜೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಡಿಂಟ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬಂತು ನಿಮಗೆ, 4 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಹೌ ಟು ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಎನಿ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ look for the extreme option. Extreme option what? State can make special provision for admission to private education institution. Under Article 15, it is clearly asking about Article 15. The state can make laws based on a person's religious affiliation for public employment. ಹೌದಾ? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ HMT ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಬರೀ ಹಿಂದೂಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ತೊಗೊತೀನಿ, ಬರೀ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ತೊಗೊತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ ಲಾ ಹತ್ರ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ಯು ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ. ನೌ ಸಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ. The state can discriminate based on residence for certain government post. I told you under Article 15 the word residence doesn't come. So option D is also wrong. ಉಳಿದಿರೋದೇ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಸೂಕ್ತವಾಗಿದೆ? ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕ್ಲೋಸೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್. I told you Article 15 is made for them only, no? Mallikarjun Hiremani, C option ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಸಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್. ಸಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಅವರೇ? ಸಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹುದ್ದೆಗಳು ಕರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ ಹಿಂದೂಗಳು ಮಾತ್ರ ತೊಗೊತೀನಿ, ಬರೀ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ತೊಗೊತೀನಿ, ಬರೀ ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ತೊಗೊತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ. ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಸಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ತಪ್ಪಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಆ ಥರ? ಸೊ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನೆನಪಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15 ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಾಂಧವ್ ಸರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಏನೋ ತಲೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು, ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15 ಈಸ್ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲಿ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವುಮೆನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್. ಅಷ್ಟಾದ್ರೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 5 ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. discrimination, prohibition on discrimination based on religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth, and there are some exceptions that state can make reservation for women and children, for socially and educationally backward classes, SC, STs, OBCs and EWS. ಇಷ್ಟಾರು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Riya ma'am, state cannot decide. What it cannot decide? I mean, I'm not getting. Okay, here as we saw, BP Mandal Commission was formed by President using Article 340. It found out that there were 3,743 castes. So now we will see what are the recommendations given by BP Mandal. Today whatever your reservations are there, whatever 27%, 15%, 7%, whatever reservations are there, that is because of recommendations made by our BP Mandal sir. Thank him today, whoever students belonging to socially, educationally backward classes, thank him. It's because of him you have got certain provisions. So let's see what was the first recommendation which was given by BP Mandal. ಅಲ್ಲೂ KSP, ಹಾಯ್ ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಯಿತು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ? ತುಂಬ ಲೇಟ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡೇಶನ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ BP Mandal? 27% reservation in public universities and government jobs so that total reservation be 50%. So BP Mandal sir gave recommendation that 27% for OBCs, 27% for other backward classes, which is socially and education backward classes, 27% reservation in public universities and government jobs so that total reservation will be 50%. Why? Because in 1963 Supreme Court ಒಂದು ತೀರ್ಪು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ. In 1963 Supreme Court would have given a verdict telling that whatever the reservation is proposed by government, it cannot cross more than 50%. The reservation cannot cross more than 50%. 1963 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ರಿಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ 50% ಮೇಲೆ ರೀಚ್ ದಾಟಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನಲ್, ಇನ್ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್. ಸೊ in order to balance that 50% number, Mandal Commission recommended 27% for OBC, 27%, SC 15%, ST 7%. If you add all the 7.5% for ST, sorry. So if you add all this, you will arrive at total 49.5%. See, it is not crossing 50%. This was the reservation, general reservation category. Supreme Court has said in 1963 that reservation should not cross 50%, meaning 50% should be given to general people. Those who are belonging to general category, for them 50% reservation should be left out. Remaining 50 should be shared between OBC 27%, scheduled caste 15%, scheduled tribes 7.5%. This is how 50% plus 50%, 100%, all people, that's how they can utilize the jobs. Understanding? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟು 100 ಹುದ್ದೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕಾಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ 100 ಹುದ್ದೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 50 ಹುದ್ದೆಗಳು ಜನರಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಜನರಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಯಾಗಿ. ಬಾಕಿ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ? 50 ಹುದ್ದೆಗಳು ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. 50 ಜಾಬ್. Out of those 50 jobs, 27 jobs should be given to OBC, other backward classes. Next, 15 jobs should be given to scheduled caste. Another 7 or 8 jobs should be given to scheduled tribe. That's how 100 jobs will be fulfilled. Understanding? Okay. Now, what is the second recommendation? Age relaxation to OBC similar to SC and STs. Competitive exam students, please tell me, if you are applying for any government competitive exam, is age relaxation is not available for you or available for you? You would have seen If you belong to SC and ST, you can apply for exam till certain age. If you belong to general category, you can apply it for exam at certain age. ಹಂಗಿಲ್ವಾ? ಏಜ್ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ತಾನೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ UPSC ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್, ಎನಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. If you belong to SC, for you one age relaxation is there. For ST one relax, for OBC one general, and this is the recommendation. So that provision, whatever today's competitive exam, that age relaxation is there, that was adopted from BP Mandal sir recommendation. Third recommendation is reservation in public sector units, banks, private sector receiving government funds. Right? Today, if a government public sector banks, public sector any PSUs, public sector units, HAL, BHEL, HMT, any public sector units or public sector banks, when they are accepting applications for the vacancies, obviously there are reservations there also, right? So that was what adopted from BP Mandal sir's recommendation. Understanding? Riya ma'am, yes, 5 attempts, yes ma'am, yes. So these are the 3 recommendations we need to keep it in mind. First recommendation was 27% for OBC, second recommendation was SC and ST, third recommendation age relaxation similar to SC and ST for OBC also. Third recommendation was reservation not only in educational institution, reservation also should be given in jobs, not only in education institution. So these were the 3 recommendations made by Mandal Commission, which was formed in 1979. Now, reservation for OBCs in educational institution. How it was implemented? Students, BP Mandal Commission recommended this in 1979 or 1980, you can say. 1979 the commission was formed. 1 year time they will take. Obviously, 1 ವರ್ಷ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ. So in 1980 you would have made this recommendation, but the government didn't implement it suddenly. 1980 because during time, that decade 1980 to 1999 polity students, please know, ಅವಾಗ ಸಮ್ಮಿಶ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ನಡೀತಿತ್ತು. In this decade 1980 to 1989, the government, whatever the government which was formed in central was not stable. Within 3 months, within 6 months, the government used to collapse. Nam Devegaudru, HD Devegaudru, Maji Pradhani, the ex-Prime Minister HD Devegaudru from Karnataka, even he couldn't become PM for more than 2-3 years or something. I think he became PM for less than 1 year. Right? During time of 1980 to 1999, our Indian politics was like a musical chair. Whoever used to form government used to form in terms of combination, Sammishra Sarkara. No one used to get majority. ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ಮೆಜಾರಿಟಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕಟ್ಟೋರು, ಹಾಗೆ ಬಿದೋಗೋದದು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಸೊ in 1979, that 1980 to 1999, that used to keep happening. If one government comes to power in the center, they form some commission and they want to do some reforms. Within next 2-3 months, that government will fall down. How will they implement? Understanding? Savu, namaste. Vaju Patil, nice class, thank you sir. So in 1980, though BP Mandal Commission, the second backward classes commission, gave the recommendation, these 3 recommendations, it was not implemented. When was it implemented? It was implemented for OBC people 2006 through Central Educational Institutions Act. OBC people, those who people belonging to OBC category, please remember this act. Central Educational Institution Act of 2006 provided 27% reservation for OBCs in all central higher educational institutions, including IITs and IIMs. ಹೌದಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ? Whoever is doing engineering, whoever is doing science, studying engineering, or whoever is in commerce background, like whoever is studying Bachelor of Commerce, at one point you would have dreamed about going to IIT. Alvenrappa, engineering students, ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಆದರೂ ನಾನು MBBS ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾರೋ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ನನಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ IITಗೆ ಸೇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಸಿರ್ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಈವನ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ some point you would have thought I need to go to IIM. So this Central Educational Institution Act of 2006, it provided 27% for reservation for OBC students even in IIT and IIMs also. First of all, in all government schools throughout India, all government schools you have reservation. Other than that, colleges also they made it because you people need to get education, good education, IITs and IIM also. Even today also, if you are applying for IIM and IIT, you OBC people, SC/ST people, all of you got reservation. Chandu Natekar, namaskara sir. So as I said, though BP Mandal Commission was formed in 1979, recommendation was given in 1980, it was not implemented immediately. The reservation for OBC is what is implemented in 2006. In 2006. And in 2006 the reservation was implemented. In 2008 Supreme Court upheld the both amendment and 93rd Constitution Amendment Act 2005. So students, in constitution when constitution was framed in 1949, when constitution was adopted, and in 1950 when constitution commenced, there was no provision for giving reservation for OBCs. For OBCs, when the original constitution was framed, there was no provision. This provision was given by 93rd Constitutional Amendment Act 2005. Understanding, constitution did not give any reservation initially, originally when the constitution was formed, for OBC, for other backward classes. There were reservation for SC/STs, there were reservation for women children, but there was no reservation for OBC. All this OBC concept, it came when Mandal Commission came. Simple. Artha agtidya? Simple students. This OBC, other backward classes concept, it came when Mandal Commission came, because Mandal Commission identified that there were more than 3,793 cases. So the 27% reservation was given by the Parliament through 93rd Constitution Amendment Act 2005, and in 2006 after this act, obviously after this act only government can implement it. Without ಸಂವಿಧಾನನ ತಿದ್ದುಪಡಿ ಮಾಡದೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೂಡ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ದಿರೋ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ amends the constitution through 93rd Constitution Amendment Act 2005, telling that I am going to give reservation for OBC students, OBC people. Then in the year 2006 through Central Educational Institutions Act, government provided for 27% reservation for OBCs. After that, Supreme Court accepted both the amendments and act. Supreme Court said yes government, because it is about caste reservation, everything. Supreme Court intervenes. I already told you previous classes, Supreme Court judicial review, power of judicial review, Article 13 ನೆನಪಿದ್ಯಾ? Article 13. Diana ma'am, yes. Ramnandan committee defines creamy layer. Yes, 1993. We'll come to there. Diana ma'am, we'll come to there. 1993, Ramnandan committee was formed in order to identify the creamy layer. As far as now, please understand, Article 13, which gives power of judicial review to Supreme Court and High Court. So Supreme Court, as this is very sensitive matter, this is reservation of caste and religion, sensitive matter. Supreme Court, it said that yes, the 93rd Constitutional Amendment Act 2005 and the Central Higher Educational Institution Act 2006, both are correct, both are valid. Whatever government has done, whatever government has given reservation for OBC people, it is correct, it is good. Go ahead with it. Thumbs up kodutte Supreme Court. Now, Diana ma'am, you are asking for creamy layer. We have arrived at creamy layer. Now, before giving reservation, government will put one condition. Okay, whoever this OBC people are there, obviously in OBC people also some OBC people are rich, meaning some people belonging to other backward classes are rich, some people belonging to other backward classes are poor, some people are in middle class. So in 1993, in 1992, in famous case you would have heard, Indira Sawhney versus Union of India. This ma'am, Indira Sawhney versus Union of India in 1992 famous case, Supreme Court, it gave verdict telling that the OBC reservation, 27% OBC reservation, it should exclude the creamy layer. So government in 1993, government will form Ram Nandan committee, because Supreme Court has strictly told, if you want to give 27% reservation for OBC, remove the creamy layer from them, remove all these rich and middle class people from them, only let's poor people should get the benefit. So government will form Ram Nandan committee in 1993 in order to identify the creamy layer. Now who all people belong to creamy layer? Let's see. All those people who are holding constitutional post, ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಹುದ್ದೆಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, like president, prime minister, governor, speaker, all these constitutional posts, their children, they don't come inside the OBC category. They are creamy layer, they are good, they are rich people in OBC, higher people, so they don't come under OBC category. Now group A, class 1, class B officers, you know, no, group A, class B, class 1 officers in state central services, all those group A officers will be earning very good, though even they don't come under non-creamy layer, they also come under creamy layer of OBC. Rank of colonel, group captain, rank of colonel in the Indian Army, group captain in the Air Force, captain in the Navy, all those people in defense forces holding similar ranks, even they come under creamy layer. And all those people who are following professions like doctor is a profession, teacher is a profession, lawyer is a profession, all those profession also belong to creamy layer. Persons engaged in trade, business and industry, all those people who are engaged in business, trade and industry, the children of all these kinds of people, they come under the category of creamy layer. So these children should not get benefit of 27% reservation of OBC. Understanding? Artha agtidya? Okay. Now also people holding agricultural and above certain limit vacant buildings in urban areas, even those people who are having property in urban areas, who are owning flats or buildings in urban areas, even they come under creamy layer. And also persons whose gross annual income is crossing 8 lakh. Persons whose income is crossing 8 lakh also, even they come under creamy layer category. So their children cannot get reservation of OBC reservation of 27%. So these are the criteria. Now there is also another, I told you, EWS, economically weaker section. We have 3 types of reservation. One is for OBC, other backward classes, one is for SC and ST, and another is for EWS, economically weaker section, which was through 103rd Constitution Amendment Act 2019. Avagale yaru helidralla. Someone told me about this. Ali bandidiv nodi. The EWS, economic weaker section, which was given, the reservation for economically weaker section, the 10% reservation was given to them in 2019, that is to 103rd amendment. Where is that? See, here only it is. 103rd Constitution Amendment Act 2019, central government gave 10% reservation for EWS for admission into education institution. Right? Even for jobs also. Right, students? Today even if you want to apply for UPSC examination or state service examination, there is a column, no? There is one reservation for EWS also. For EWS, economically weaker section people also. There is reservation for you people also. There is reservation for OBC people also. There is reservation for SC, ST also. For general, there is no reservation. I hope you are understanding. So 103rd Constitution Amendment Act 2019 gave the provision for 10% reservation for EWS in admission into education institution and also for jobs. Now who are these EWS? Who are these EWS people? Who are these EWS people? All those people who do not come under OBC or SC or SC or any category. All those people who do not come under any category other than general, they come under EWS category. See, candidates should not be covered under any existing schemes of reservation for SC, ST and OBC. Because for SC people, they get SC reservation. ST people get ST reservation. OBC people get OBC reservation. For general people, no reservation. Those people who are not general, those people who are not SC, those people who are not ST, those people who are not OBC, those people can get EWS, economically weaker section. Understanding? Usually for EWS, economically weaker section, the criteria is all about income. No matter which religion you are, no matter whether you are general, no matter whether you are SC or ST, SC and ST, you will get your SC and ST reservation. But people who are belonging to OBC or general, if your income level is below certain limit, then you will come under EWS. You can take the advantage of EWS reservation. That is 10% which is given. Now let's see what is the eligibility criteria. As we were talking about EWS reservation, the eligibility criteria of EWS in order to get EWS certificate is your income, family income should be below 8 lakhs. Family income below 8 lakhs, you should be holding agricultural land below 5 acres. Residential flat, you should be owning less than 1000 square feet. And residential plot, residential flat is 1000 square feet. Residential plot in urban areas or any other specially notified areas, you should be owning less than 100 or 200 square yards. If you own more than that, you won't get EWS certificate. If your family income is more than 8 lakhs, if you are holding more than 5 acres of agricultural land, if you are holding 1000 square feet of property in urban area or 100 or 200 square feet in any specially notified area, you won't get EWS certificate. So I hope you are understanding EWS criteria. These are the EWS criteria. In order to get EWS certificate, your income should be below 8 lakh and you must be owning less than 5 acres. Now remember, family income is not your individual income, not Bandhav's income. If Bhandav want EWS certificate, this income 8 lakh is not only restricted to Bhandav. Combining Bandhav's income, Bandhav's father's income, Bandhav's mother income, Bhandav if he has siblings, is their income. If Bhandav has wife's income, all those income is clubbed, all those income is added. After adding, if it is coming below 8 lakh, then I will get EWS certificate. If not, no, I won't be getting EWS certificate. Same with 5 acres of agricultural land. Whatever property Bhandav is owning, his father, his mother, his sibling, his wife, whoever, all those clubbed together, if it is coming less than 5 acres, I will get EWS certificate. If not, gone. Understanding? Family means all those, your mother, your father, you, your siblings, blood relative siblings, and also your wife, and also your children. Understanding? Even your children, including your children, all is clubbed under family to arrive at whether you are qualified for EWS certificate or not. Sunita, hi ma'am. So okay, now we have come to Article 16. Quickly, students, Article 16. Article 15 prohibited discrimination on only 5 terms: religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth. Article 16 prohibits discrimination on 6 terms: religion, race, caste, sex, descent. One addition is here: place of birth and residence. Those students who are confused in that question, please note down. Residence word is not there in Article 15. Article 15 only 5 terms. Article 16 6 terms. Residence is also state or any in terms of opportunity in public offices for public employment. State cannot discriminate, but there are some exceptions. We will see what are those exceptions. Exceptions are Parliament. Only the Parliament, not any state legislation, not President, not Prime Minister. Parliament can prescribe residence as a condition for certain appointment, though the word resident is there under Article 16, that prohibition, the discrimination on residence is prohibited, but still there is exception. Good exception was in terms of Andhra Pradesh, AP and Telangana. In AP and Telangana, in 1957, there was Public Employment Requirement as to Residence Act. 1957-1974, there was mention telling that if you want government job, in AP and Telangana, you have to be located in AP and Telangana. If Bhandav from Karnataka going to Andhra Pradesh and Telangana applying for government job there, I was not given job in 1974. There was this act, that is exception was there. But in 1974, that act got ended. That Public Employment Requirement as to Residence Act was passed in 1957, but in 1974 it was ended. So residence now, at present, residence is not used as a discrimination, because Article 16 clearly tells you even the place of residence you can't discriminate while you calling for public jobs. Now, state can provide reservation for any post in favor of backward classes that is not adequately represented. Same copy paste from Article 15. In Article 15, you can give special provisions for women and children in educational institution. Here in Article 16, as it is about the government job, here also under Article 16, you can give reservation for women, children, or educationally, not obviously children can't work. It's for educationally and backward, socially and educationally backward classes, you can give them reservation in public job. That exception is there under Article 16. And office related to the religious denomination institute should belong to the same religion. Example, if Hindu mata idre, Bhandav, ನಾನು ಹಿಂದೂ ರಿಲಿಜಿಯನ್, ನಾನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಧಿಪತಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. Like head of the Hindu mat, only Hindu can be there. No, Muslim, Christian, it can't be there because that is religious intervention. We can't do like that. Head of the masjidi, a Muslim person should be made head. Hindu or Christian can't be made. No, that is what exception. No, this Article 16 is telling clearly that no discrimination has been made. Now people will say, sir, Article 16 is telling no discrimination based on religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth or descent. So I can become head of some other religious. No, it can't happen. That is one exception is there in the article. Only religious head of the institution should be only that religious person only. That is one exception given. And also, as we are telling, EWS 10% reservation to the existing reservation, that is also exception, because EWS reservation was in 103rd Constitution Amendment Act 2019. Understanding? 103rd Constitution Amendment Act 2019 provided for reservation for EWS, whereas reservation for socially and educationally backward classes, that was given by 33rd Constitution Amendment Act 2003. Understanding? This is for education, socially and educationally backward classes, meaning OBC. OBC people, please note down. OBC people, please note down. The reservation for your OBC category was given in the year 1930 through 93rd Constitution Amendment Act 2003. For EWS, economically weaker section people, for you through 103rd Constitution Amendment Act 2019, the reservation was given in education institution, in public employment, in those areas. So, having learned about Article 16, so I hope you understood what Article 15 and Article 16 is. Ria ma'am, children house are, yes ma'am, I'm sorry, I have told you, the word children came out of my mouth because of Article 15. Obviously in Article 16 no reservation, no provision is given for children. It is in Article 15. In Article 15 the exception is for both women and children. In Article 16 it is not for children. Obviously children under 14 years, employing children is illegal. So I hope you have understood Article 15 and Article 16, students. Go back, revise once again. Those who are learning for the first time ಯಾರು ಕಲಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಪಾಲಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್. ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ನೀವು ತುಂಬ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಓದಿದ ನಂತರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ ಪಾಲಿಟಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಗೋ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್, Go back and watch our previous classes. This is almost our 8th or 9th classes. We have done previous classes regarding Preamble, Salient Features, Making of Indian Constitution, Union and its Territory, Citizenship, Fundamental Rights. So we are in 15th and 16th article, which is fundamental right also, which comes under fundamental right to equality. So please go back, please go back, watch our videos, revise, and prepare well for a competitive exams. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much. See you. Bye bye.